Well, we have the management of Mold-tek Packaging who's with us. Brokerage house Nirmal Bang, they are bullish on the company as well as their prospects. They have a target price of around 1,150 rupees on the stock. Based on the positive commentary coming from the management, it's also scaling up in the pharma packaging business. To understand more about the outlook from here on, we're currently joined by Mr. Laxman Rao, the chairman and managing director of the company. Hi, Mr. Rao. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, you serve three big verticals, and the pharma is a big part of your business. Could you tell us how is the, and paints is, I think, 50% of your business. Now, paints volume growth has been muted for the past 2 quarters. Have things improved from year on? Last year, I think paint volumes were up by close to around 5%. What is the growth looking like for this year? Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, we are in the 3 major segments, not pharma. We are currently in lube, paint, and food and FMCG. We are just entering in pharma, which will be starting in a couple of quarters commercial production. And coming back to your question about paints, we had muted growth last year. We are very selective in expanding our paints business, that is paint or lubes, either way. We always deal with the leaders in the industry and let go smaller players where we could not service them for various reasons, including pricing. So we are considering more and more growth coming from food and FMCG and going forward in higher value add products like pharmaceutical packaging.
So could you give us a sense then, Mr. Rao, could you give us a sense? Currently your revenue mix has 50% coming in from paints, the other 50% from lubes and food and pharma, food and FMCG. Pharmaceutical, once it starts, how much will it scale up to going forward? Because you in your commentary to Nirmal Bang have said that this could be a game changer. So we just want to understand the opportunity that lies there and how much can you realize in terms of revenues and margins?
No, in opportunity-wise, it's a humongous opportunity. Actually, there's no major player in the listed space who are providing entire gamut of products for the pharma and packaging industry. They're either in bottles and caps or in effervescent tubes or in desiccants or in tubes, that is lamy tubes. But none of them have the entire range. And Mold-tek has plans to enter into all these verticals in the coming quarters. Maybe in a couple of quarters, you see that we're entering in most of these 4 verticals. And our strategy is to rapidly grow in this segment in the next coming years. So hopefully from 24, 25 onwards, you will see bigger numbers contributing towards coming from pharma packaging with much higher EBITDA. And that's where we are very bullish on pharma. But for this year, we'll be starting sometime in October. So probably only a few months would have additions to pharma.
All right. So you'll have half the year with regard to that pharma contribution that will come in there. Give us 2 big numbers that the street looks at. One is, what is the volume growth you're looking at for this year, for FY24 and FY25, keeping in mind that you'll have that unit coming on stream, which will be catering to Grasim as well. So volume growth and a EBITDA per kg, that will move up, right? Because your product mix is improving. So give us these numbers for FY24 and FY25.
Yeah, FY24, not much would come from Grasim or from pharma, because they will be in the stages of initial commercial production. So there could be small numbers addition, which might improve the EBITDA marginally. But coming on to the top line growth, I would be happy if you can make it around 15% volume. But the year 24-25, we are bullish that we will be close to 20% volume growth, given that several projects come on stream in the next 12 to 15 months.
So 15% in 24 and 20% in 25, right? That's the volume growth.
Yes.
And EBITDA per kg? Yeah.
EBITDA per kg would gradually improve as pharma is adding their numbers and for FMCG also. But in the first quarter, we have some setback in terms of ice cream sales growth is muted because of the rains all across the country. The ice cream consumption has come down, looks like, and numbers are not so aggressively grown like in the previous quarters. But however, we would start improving from the second quarter, given that some new product launches are happening and IDEX and other products also getting streamed by August, September.
That's correct. And you had some orders coming in from Kisan and Horlicks as well, which you were anticipating.
Kisan just
wanted to...
Kissan order started in this month after a long wait, but Horlicks, they're indicating July, August. That's why I'm saying from the second quarter onwards, we will be start seeing these numbers adding up.
So blended EBITDA would be around what, 41, 42, or will it inch closer to 45? Just wanted to understand that.
No. It will be 41, 42 for the current year, but it could start moving up next year because pharma packaging with very higher value add will be contributing more significantly from 24-25 onwards.
Can you give us a breakup of blended EBITDA per sector? I mean, paints, what is the kind of EBITDA per ton you get? Lubes, FNF, I believe, would be slightly higher. Pharma, we understand, would be around 150 to 200 rupees per kg, per ton rather. Could you give us a sense of, how the EBITDA varies from different segments?
Yeah, paint and lubricants are more or less same, where we look at EBITDA margins of around 30, 33 at the most. And then coming to the food and FMCG, it's anywhere between 80 to 100 rupees per kg. And in pharma, the products where we are entering, they could be much better than even 100, 150 range. It could be in the range close to 200 rupees per kg. But their numbers to become significant, it would take some few quarters more.
Okay, all right. Mangalam and me, we know how big an opportunity pharma is for you. That's why we have been getting confused. Every now and then we are mentioning pharma out there, but that's what the street will be looking forward to. Given that pharma and, will contribute more in FY25, for this year, you're saying EBITDA per kg will stay range about 40, 41. But for FY25, do you see it move?
42 at the most.
So do you see that EBITDA per kg move up? In all probability, if there is even a little contribution that comes in there, it should head towards 45?
Not in this year. In this year, I
25,
think 41,
sir.
42.
Mr. Rao, I'm asking you about FY25.
It is possible. 24, 25, it is possible to inch towards 44, 45 level. That's what we are aiming at. And it will gradually grow up as the pharma packaging, because we are entering in 4 very exciting verticals. I can't give more details as of today, but that would be in a position to add better EBITDA in the coming years.
All right, and final question before we let you go. We've heard a lot of capex coming in the paints business as well. You will have some supply to Grasim, but there is JSW. There are Pidilite people who are, looking to enter the paints range as well as all the others increasing their capacity. Do you have enough capacity to, cater to all of them? And if there are a lot more people coming into the paints business, structurally your margins from the paint business should increase as well, right? Because there will be more demand and less supply.
I wouldn't think so, but there will be much better agreements we can make with new players, and also we can be selective in catching up, creating the capacities, because we know pretty well that future will be more in food and FMCG and pharma for our company. Not that we ignore paints and lubricants, they are our bread and butter, but more and more investments and more growth we want to see in food and FMCG and pharma going forward.
All right, and targeted ROCE, will it be around the 20% odd mark?
Yeah, we want to go beyond 20 levels in the next couple of years to 22, 23 level.
So, targeted ROC in the next couple of years towards 22, 23%. It's been good speaking to you, Mr. Rao. Prospects are looking up. Foray into paints, into pharma, that's very important. And higher amount of offtake from Grasim will help the volume parameter as well. Thanks so much for joining in and filling us in with all of those details. For the time being, though, we'll slip into a short break. When you come back, we'll get chatting with the management of IRB Infra. Stay with us.